you guys get combative,
Yes.
and that's not good,
No,
right?
no.
Okay. So what do you think brings this tension on?
Well, I'm already pregnant as it is, and me and my mom, we have never really been very close to begin with, and I've had all of this going on, and I'm a paranoid schizophrenic at that, and she knows exactly what pushes my buttons,
Okay.
and she does.
How do you know that you're paranoid schizophrenic?
Well, when I had got signed into rehab, I I had to sit down, and after I took in my medications, I was talking to my doctor, and he got me kind of high off my medications, and he was like asking me a bunch of questions, and he was like, "Okay, Haley, I'm diagnosing you finally with paranoid schizophrenia," and I was like, "I'm not crazy," and well, I started looking up the symptoms on my phone, trying to figure out more of paranoid schizophrenia for myself. And I finally had to come to terms with myself that I did have these things. And I started noticing things like I cannot walk into a room without having to check everywhere, the closets, underneath the bed, in the bathroom, and stuff like that, without thinking somebody's in there. I can't, pee with the light on. Sometimes I take a shower with the light off so I can be more relaxed. And it's all the symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia. And
Okay, so because we've examined the records and that diagnosis was not written down. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's not written down.
She's never been diagnosed. She diagnosed herself.
Okay. Well, I'm talking to her.
I'm sorry.
it's on one of my papers. It's specifically under this one paper with a little sticky note. And it says she has a disease, a mental disease like paranoid schizophrenia. And I don't know what doctor it was from or anything because I didn't really get a look at the papers. But
Well, doctors are very specific about this. So it's not a sticky note definition. It's a very specific definition, diagnosis that's entered in, and it has to be done for the hospital records. And no one, I'm not saying that you're not, but no one has ever entered that into your records. I'm not saying they shouldn't, or maybe they don't need to,
I
but
got medication for it and everything.
what did they give you?
They gave me Triliptol, Seroquel, Ativan, an entire list. And I mean, it was half of what my mom takes. My mom takes over 600 milligrams of every prescription that she's prescribed. I got 300 milligrams in Seroquel. That can make a person, that'd probably make you sleep for a week.
Yeah, might.
But that made me sleep for a while.
Well, so your belief is, and I'm not saying I've seen all the paperwork, there may be other paperwork. So your understanding is that you're paranoid schizophrenic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is it your understanding that schizophrenia is a psychotic disorder?
Yes.
It's a psychosis.
Yes.
And is it your understanding that one of the characteristics of psychosis is that you have a difficult time separating reality from fantasy?
Definitely.
That would be one of the real markers of psychosis. A person that's experiencing a psychosis has a difficult time knowing what's real and what's fantasy, what's grounded in reality and is factual versus what they might perceive to be true, but in fact is not something that would be verified by others or would be borne out by verifiable fact.
Yeah, like I hear voices and stuff in my head all the time.
Okay. Well,
And
some that are experiencing an active psychosis have auditory hallucinations. Not all, some. Sometimes, not always, but some people have them sometimes. Do you have any visual hallucinations? Do you see things that
yes,
you've come to believe
I
aren't
see
actually
shadows.
there?
Ever since I was a little bitty, I've always seen shadows and stuff. And I hear things and stuff like that.